Happy Engineers Week 2024. Anthony Fasano here from the Engineering Management Institute. By education and background, I am a civil engineer. I'm a licensed professional engineer. And I want to share a story with you to kick off Engineers Week. You're going to see over the next few days a series of videos from some of our instructors, our podcast hosts, talking about their engineering career and the benefits that it's provided to them and that engineering can provide to you. I want to share a story, though, that I remember vividly when I was an undergraduate preparing to graduate as a civil engineer with a civil engineering degree. At the time, it was time to start interviewing for jobs. It was my senior year. I was really excited. And I think this story is going to benefit you if you're a working engineer or you want to be an engineer. But as I'm going through this interview process, a very, very well-known, prestigious business or finance consulting firm came to campus. And they were going to interview a couple of hundred people, and they were only going to offer jobs to a handful of people. And so I decided to throw my hat in the ring and give it a shot, even though, I was more thinking of going into civil engineering consulting and not business or finance consulting, but I'll give it a shot. So I had the interview, and I was sitting there with this executive who was interviewing me. And towards the end of the interview, before we even wrapped up, he said, "Anthony, I've already decided that I'm going to offer you a job with our organization." He started talking about some of the benefits, and I was shocked, quite frankly, man. I didn't take a business course in college. So I said that to him. Probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I said to him, "Listen, I'm just curious. You're giving me an offer." There were supposed to be multiple interviews in this process. I said, "You're giving me an offer on this first interview, and I'm grateful for it, but I'm just curious as to why. I'm not a business major. I didn't take any business courses. I'm an engineer." And he looked at me, he said, "Listen," he said, "because of your education in engineering, you've been trained to think a certain way. You've been trained to think analytically and to work through problems and come up with innovative and interesting solutions. That's what we want. We can teach you the rest when it comes to business and finance." And that floored me, because what it told me, and I tell people about this to this day, it shows the flexibility of an engineering degree and an engineering career. You can do so many things with your engineering degree. And I know we work at EMI, we build a lot of custom project management and leadership programs for very large engineering firms across the country. And we often work with engineers that have kind of changed their role, and they're now doing learning and development, or they're getting involved in different training initiatives within their organization. And it's because of that flexibility that you can do that. And the other thing that I tell people all the time when they ask me about, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, I don't know what degree I should go for. There's nothing against business or finance, but if you go to college for business or finance, you can't become an engineer, or at least it's very difficult to do, right? Because you need that education to pass your exam. However, if you go to school for engineering, I'm living proof that you could go into business or finance, right? I got the job offer to show for that. So engineering is an amazing profession. There are so many new jobs being created in engineering every single day because of the new softwares and AI and technology. If you're a working engineer, you might be working on something next week that didn't exist today. That's how exciting it is. So I encourage you to kind of watch along this week as some of the other engineers that we work with at EMI, some of our podcast hosts, some of our instructors, share tidbits from their career, how engineering has inspired them, has helped them, and just enjoy Engineers Week. It's really a week that, we want to be grateful for our career and continue to help to build civilization going forward. I hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope that you enjoy Engineers Week.